Test. All right.
Test.
Julia, you are on.
Test.
Ann is on.
We're tested.
Here
Been
we
tested.
are.
Woo! There she goes. Yeah.
she
Oh, it looks so
goes.
different with the rug.
Thank
Not
you.
there. Oh my God. Sorry. See, that's part of the reason is that there's.
Is that
Oh,
okay?
yeah, it does look
That is an
different.
ancient stain on the ancient floor.
It's like the patch at Bax's old house.
It
It's
is
your
like
pee-
the patch.
it's your
It looks
pee
like
patch.
Ann wore it out. That's where Ann hoops so
I'll
much,
be
y'all.
like, that's what we'll say, if anybody.
That's your ancient pet pea patch. That was from a dog who lived here in the past. We've been talking about dogs like the whole freaking time.
Yeah, I know.
Dog spirit.
Yeah.
Aww.
Isn't that so sweet?
Yeah, we're all here.
Yay! Does anybody, so I'm wondering in the comments, does
Yeah.
anybody already know how long Julia and Baxter have known each other?
I bet they do.
Let's see if
I bet
anybody gets
Jennifer
it
does.
right. Let's see if it, and also we're going to have a little contest of like, each of you privately think in your head what's the number of years, and then we'll have you both.
I'll give you a hint. Julia
No.
is the...
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, okay. No. You can give hints. That's
Taking
fine.
my gangster
Sorry,
stance.
I'm being
What are you about to say?
Well, I think we should give them some clues if they have no idea how long
Okay,
we've known
okay.
each other. Julia is my longest active current friend that I've ever had at this stage.
Longest friendship of your life.
Yeah, we met when I... Oh, never mind.
Is anybody going to do a guess
Well, they're
here?
on a 12-second delay, Julia, too. So
Okay, so we're gonna- we'll wait
it takes
12
a minute
seconds.
for the
We'll give
chat
them a
to
second.
But then in
hear.
the meantime, okay, so we've got
20
120
years.
years. We've
Yeah,
got
that's pretty
Jen
close.
suggesting 20 years, yeah. And then anybody else? And y'all are each in your mind, you're thinking of a specific.
I'm
Number.
having to count right now. I'm having to do the math.
I know the answer.
Yeah, I do too.
Let's go ahead and speed it up
Okay,
for our
we got
chat friends.
going
'Cause
once.
even if they guess, they can still get it right. Even
Going
if we tell
twice.
them now.
Okay, are y'all going to say, why don't I count down and y'all say the number at the same time and
I
we'll
don't
see if
think
it's the
Julia
same
knows
number?
it.
I think it's 33.
It's 33.
Ah.
It's 33.
Yes.
Yeah, Jill and I
that
met
is-
when
yeah.
we were each 19.
Wow.
It's like biblical.
y'all, is
Yeah.
that a young millennial?
Yeah, we met in...
Is it-
What's that? No, I'm
A young
Gen X,
millennial
baby.
is 33 today, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
yeah,
saying
yeah, our
this is
friendship.
the age of.
Right. Oh, our reference
Sorry, I'm trying.
of Jesus and a young millennial. I think.
Jesus' age. Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We met in a religious studies class, an 8 a.m. class.
that's correct.
Oh,
Was it a
I didn't
religious
know it was
study?
an
I thought it was
8
an
a.m. class.
anthropology class that we met
It was
in.
no, it was the intro to religious studies
Oh.
with.
But we did take an anthropology class together. I don't know if you remember that. You ducked out of the class. You ended up quitting, dropping
I
out.
was not having a great year when I was 19.
Yeah.
I was like on the verge of quitting school and like, yeah.
I have to know though, Julia, what was your first impression of Bags the very first time you saw him in the class? First thoughts.
I was asleep a lot. But
Okay, there we go.
But I
Basically, forget she doesn't have a clue.
No,
No.
I remember him being. I think like he was talking to somebody in front of him. I feel like there was a jovial way, of being, but we didn't really interact that much. I don't think and then when I walked into Mahi's, the restaurant where we became friends.
That's right.
He was waiting tables, and I was like, oh, I think I recognize you. And then
Oh,
And we
okay. So you
immediately
didn't
went
actually
into-
meet in the class.
not in a very meaningful way that I can recall.
She sat behind me.
Beside or behind.
You,
like,
you don't remember the
diagonal.
anthropology class, but that's actually where, I met you at this anthropology class with this guy that had like an Abe Lincoln beard.
That was the professor?
Yeah, and he was amazing. He was amazing.
Wow.
He had, his backstory was that his wife had been diagnosed with cancer and given like 2 years to live.
Oh, God.
So he asked her if he could put her on a special diet, and she stayed alive 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
I
So
do
he
remember
was a
that
cool
story,
guy.
actually.
Wait a
he-
minute, though. I have to hear, Tom, what was your first impression of Julia?
I had a crush on her.
From the very first second?
Yeah. I mean, she was kind of or not kind of attractive. That's not what I meant to say.
Oh, so
That's not
I'm
what I
like,
meant to say.
Tell us more, Tommy.
That's not what I meant to say. That sounded horrible.
That's fine.
I was gonna say I was kind of.
Save yourself, Tom.
I was gonna say I was kind of attracted to her.
From the very first moment.
Yeah, but I am
Okay.
like people at the retreat this year know this about me, but I am pretty shy if I don't know anybody. And so it wasn't like I was,
Yeah.
rapping with everybody or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Mahi's was really when we started competing over tables, there was like a
Ooh, healthy
or
competition.
competing.
and Julia and I have that in common. We're both very competitive people.
So who would win these table competitions?
Julia was more well liked than I was, that's for sure. It's true.
But Baxter might be able to handle more tables. I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
That would be fun.
I don't remember, but we would compete, and the dining room was so small. A lot of times we could go down to just the two of us taking every table.
Yeah.
But Mahi's was fun. That was my first restaurant in Greensboro. I think is it still open?
No, Mary Kay Abuzawaiter is now like the mayor or something. She's on like the town council or something.
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Yeah,
Jennifer
yeah.
lives in Greensboro. She said
Oh,
they haven't turned it
wow.
into anything else.
That's sad.
That is sad.
All
but
right.
but relevant to hooping, can I
Okay.
say
Yes,
like
please. Oh my God,
a
please.
segue? I think I learned a little bit about flow at that restaurant. That was like one of my first flow states, waiting
Yeah.
tables there and just being able to get
it.
into a groove and like have the attention on people and things and I really that was a valuable experience.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love
it was
it.
our first shared flow.
Oh.
I'd say.
It was
and
on
then
a
a
restaurant
Roby.
floor.
And then the hoop.
That's so cool.
Oh wait.
Tom, your mic is not.
Yeah.
I muted it.
Okay.
Whoops. Yeah. Well, it was not a very good restaurant, to be honest.
Wasn't Mahi's was not? I thought it was a good restaurant.
I mean, it was okay. I don't really know how we stayed
Can you
in business,
compare
to be
it? What
honest.
is it compared
Salmon
to?
Parmesan.
Salmon Parmesan. Yep. There was one
how we
dish
stayed in
that
business.
literally saved that restaurant.
Is it like it's like better than Acme, less than Acme?
Less.
Okay.
Less.
But at the
But
time,
better
it was
than Spotted
But at
Dog.
the time, it was very fancy for us. I think.
Okay.
No, it was a nice place.
Yeah.
It was way out on the other, like the dead side of town at that time, and so like a lot of people would bring their mistresses and affairs.
Hey, Happy Hooper. Hey, girl.
This is so
oh my
irrelevant.
God.
I hope, hopefully not.
Thank you so
but
much for
I am-
coming.
Oh, sorry. I
No,
didn't cut you
go
off
ahead. I
there.
was just greeting one of our guests.
Hi.
Hey. So wait, okay, go on.
Well, we gotta let's.
Yeah.
Wait, Julie was saying something.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I
related
just was
to
going to say
hooping.
thank you. It's kind of a bunch of maybe irrelevant, but I am grateful to be here and Ann and Bax's place, and thanks for setting it up, Bax, and yeah.
We are grateful to have you here.
Right on. Right on. Well, let's. Okay. We've talked a lot. We might go a little bit past 8 to make up for the time, but we wanted to catch up with Joel. If y'all don't know, Julia started what was the largest and well, I don't definitely the second largest, and maybe there are a couple of years
Well, it was the largest
largest
when it started.
hoop festivals that we ever had. It was like Hoop Camp and Hoop Convergence were like the two really big ones.
Yes.
Mine came in at number 3 most years. There was one year we had a lot, and I don't know how it ranked, but it was usually Hoop Convergence was usually 40 people larger maybe than what
Oh, yeah.
we had.
Definitely.
Because you could get up to like 250, Jewel, right?
No.
200.
No.
What was your highest number?
No, 150. I very strategically capped it at 150
Okay. Oh.
because of the intimacy, like a sort of that number of being able to see and recognize and be a little bit more accountable, I think, to a group at that number. And
Yeah.
I think the year that I had a 100-person wait list, but I was like, nope, I'm going
my
to keep
God.
it at 150. Hoop Camp went up to 250.
Wow.
And I think that was the year that some equipment got stolen and
Yes.
stuff like that. And I was like, I made the right call.
Yep.
Like, I really want it to feel like you're in a family mode. Yeah.
Also, I want to say 2 things. One is that we, revived HoopCon. Julia revived HoopCon year before last. It was incredible, such a blast. So grateful for that. But also, I just want to acknowledge that Bax and I would not be here hooping today if it weren't for Julia and Spiral. So I just, the hoop came into our lives, came into Baxter's life, and then to my life through Baxter, through Julia. And so it's super special
Yeah.
to have her here with us.
Totally. All right, I do
Thank
want to
you.
get started because we have gone way over our normal time. It's already
we're
20
having a
minutes
good
after.
time.
Bex
Anyway,
and I could compete over who could talk longer.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Hey, I'm here too.
all right, we're gonna sway up now,
Three of us.
and then we're gonna go ahead and we'll sway, and then we'll see where we want the
Okay.
class to go. And
Like,
if y'all in the chat have anything, like if you would prefer like a flow class or like a Piaget class, where like a find your rhythm type class, find your flow class, we could do that. I don't know if we'll get super technical today, but we could go in deep into a technique if y'all want to. But I'm feeling like it's going to be kind of a 50-50 flow and maybe one thing to work on type class. All right, we're going to sway up. Joel, you can, I don't know if you remember the rules of HoopPath. You can start hooping on sway if you want to. Generally, Ann and I just actually sway, but you can do whatever you want. Okay?
Also, if you
Feel
want a
good to sway.
blindfold, I have one that I can lend to you if you want.
Oh, thanks.
But I'm
I'll
not
just-
gonna.
I'll just close my eyes and
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
All right, let's go. Audible breath in. Around the time that Joel and I met and were getting to know each other, I was taking religious studies and I got really into it. Up to that point, I had never really studied anything other than mainstream Christianity. And I remember getting exposed to Zen. And I remember there was a quote, and I don't remember exactly, but it said something like, "And when we breathe in, we don't tell the breath where to go, we let it roam." When you breathe in, you don't really have to direct it. You just allow it to come in and do its job. And I think the same, and many have said this, the same applies to healing. When we take a medicine, we don't have to tell it where to go, but go where it's needed, and breath is the same way. Audible breath in. The three of us tried to come up with a theme for tonight, and it's a loose theme, but we were talking about hoop medicine, how the hoop, what medicine it provides or brings into our bodies and our minds and our spirits. Okay.
Tom, that was a brief.
Yeah, that was a little short, wasn't it?
Felt a little short.
Should we do another one, or just maybe do something slowish?
What do you think, Julia?
Yeah, feels really good.
Another sway or something slowish, or optional?
Maybe or you say, Julia.
Oh gosh, I don't.
Let's do.
I was gonna say
I think what we should do is kind of slow warrior.
Keep it slow, but you can pick up our hoops.
But you can pick up your hoops. We are starting kind of late.
Okay.
And like I said, we're going to go past 8 o'clock a little bit to make up for it. So for those of you that are dying to get your hour in, you'll get
Carla.
that. All right.
Sorry, Tom, I didn't mean to talk over you.
That's it. What?
I just noticed that Carla was here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Carla. Okay, so, Jewel, we're going to start with slow flow, and the pace will be kind of our template. Of course, in any of these exercises, Julia, you can go rogue. It's cool. If flow takes over, just go with that, right? But we're going to start with sort of slow, and you can use this opportunity to stretch. You could do samurai, where you're holding the hoop. You could do point technique. You could do a combination of the two, open samurai, anything, okay? But we'll just do slow. For me, when I personally discover, I feel like my mic's not loud enough. Okay, you can hear it okay? Okay. All right, there we go. We were talking about hoop medicine, and for me, slow flow was medicine. I say this all the time, but there's a big difference between riding your bike through a town and walking through a town. And for me, slow flow is like a nice, easy, patient stroll through movement. Slow flow is kind of a counterweight to all this anxious anxiety and just hurried thoughts of mine. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. on a personal note, as I'm doing this deep breathing and moving slowly, like I'm feeling myself land in this moment. I'm feeling myself fall in, take root. Slow movement for me also helps my body find good stretches.
Subtle sensations, hooping at like maintaining the rotation, so feels really good. Slow.
Uh-oh, I got your mic on a little loud, I guess, Joel.
Right, he was trying to turn you up when you were talking during the song. So just, yeah, as we said before, you might need to talk a little bit louder than you think.
Oh, gotcha.
Tom, can I say a couple of things?
Of course you can.
I wanted to thank Happy Hooper for bringing that in. I know that it can be hard to hoop on your own, and I love to, come here to get motivation to move as well. So I'm so glad you could join us and do that. And I wanted to talk about the hoop medicine because I was really trying to think about it since Julia mentioned that before class. And I was remembering that, this moment, like what is the hoop medicine for me? And I remember this moment when I was in college, which is a pretty dark time for me. And I was doing an internship, and my boss at the internship one afternoon said, I just feel like a brain on a stick. And I thought, that is my life. And I just
brain on
felt
a stick.
a brain on a stick. I was like, that's me. And at the time, I didn't think of it exactly as a problem. I just felt like I had been recognized. But then I know that now that the way that the hoop sort of stitched in everything else, for me, I feel like that was the most healing medicine that the hoop brought to me.
Right on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
all right. I think we should maybe just keep it kind of free-flowy for this next one. But we're in the theme of medicine. Mm-hmm. And this is an old school electronic song that all three of us know. But I had such a moment to this song. And so maybe this is kind of a leap of a segue. But one of the medicines of hoop practice for me is my connection to music. And then by that extension, my connection to dance. And hooping just completely expanded. I won't say that I can dance without a hoop to anything, but I can hoop dance to almost anything. Death metal is the only thing I have found that I cannot hoop to. Of all the things I've tried. I've even been able to hoop to bluegrass.
Weaver Street Market was good training.
I know, I'm just starting shit. Because I'm not a bluegrass guy.
Weaver Street Market was good for training.
But anyway, the song, everybody knows these lyrics. These lyrics are HoopPath approved for sure. But it's kind of a long song. We may not listen to it, but you can flow any way you want to. And maybe if music if music isn't one of your medicines through hooping, you can imagine another one and be in that. But here we go. Again, you can hoop any way you want to. This will be kind of a free flow. I think I'm feeling more like movement meditation and exploration with hoop technique.
I haven't heard this in a long time.
Right? moment here. I love the feeling when you just fall into your hoop and you're just like, oh, there it is. That's why I've been hooping 20-some years. That's what just happened to me.
Oh, good.
That song goes on for another 4 minutes, but I think we'll.
Tom, is it the top one or the bottom one?
Oh, it's the top one. It's the top one.
'Cause
Hailing.
I never knew that name or artist at all.
Okay.
FC Kahuna.
Yeah. Do y'all have any thoughts? Anything?
Well, I appreciate what Carla just said about, she said she connects music and painting with the hoop. And I've never painted, but I love that. I love that idea. Connecting, because painting, I know for painters, or at least from what I've read, is very physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Julie, you got any thoughts? Anything? You don't have to come up with anything.
I'm just appreciating the medicine. I told them I came over feeling like there's an undercurrent of blue, and that it's like I could just use a little hoop medicine, and so I feel that I feel centered and like I think it's that there's like that river or that current or the pleasure or in presence that just is such a balm in the world when it's so easy, the things are intense sometimes. So it's just like
All
easy
the
to be
time.
caught up in like the mind and all the things. So yeah. And the hoop is a very particular. I dance a lot. And the hoop has a particular state. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to move on to the next song if you're all ready for that. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yes, I might
Okay.
crank the AC down a little bit because I'm starting to sweat. I don't know how y'all are feeling, but yeah.
I'm sweating.
Turn that down.
Yeah, it's warm in here.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Starting to.
So here's the setup for the next song. And I don't expect like my specific example to mean a whole lot to y'all, but around that same time that I met Julia and went deep into religious studies, that was when I read Joseph Campbell, and when I Well, I read him. I was introduced then, but then I really read him about a year after I started the HoopPath. But I guess I sort of missed my timeline there. So a year I got introduced in college in religious studies, and then I reread him and watched him. And when he started to explain archetypes and what they mean for us in the human beings and how it's really hard to determine when archetypes come into your consciousness because so many human beings have them. And that idea of an archetype, of like a persona, it made a lot of sense to me. Like, for instance, like if I read a book, I sometimes become the main character, or at least I can be in the persona of the main character and understand that character. And then while I'm in that character, like if you think about it as like a vehicle, then that character might take me places that I wouldn't normally go or travel to, if that makes sense. And so for me, one of those was the warrior. I grew up Quaker. I had always had a problem with warrior. It had war in it. And when I started to read through Joseph Campbell, and he talked about why the warrior archetype existed, and he quotes for men and for women, was because it was hard to be alive back then. You could be eaten by a tiger. You were living without, like 80% of the amenities that we have now. And so they needed like a reminder to be resilient. They needed like a character or a mask to put on that made them resilient. And so when I started thinking about it that way, I was like, and then there were other people in the 70s writing books about the peaceful warrior, and I began to sort of see that archetype differently, and then spending time in that archetype, the archetype of being courageous, being strong, never allowing defeat, all of those sort of things, they helped me, even though I'm significantly nonviolent as a person. So I want to play this song. Ann and Joel have heard this one before. This one is kind of a funky song, and it reminds me of warrior-type movements. But I did a video of this, and Julia immediately picked up on what the song was about, and she has some experience with this subject matter. But should I say what it's about, or should I just let y'all discover it?
A mystery.
I guess we can. Yeah, I'm curious what it is.
This is. I'll go ahead and tell you because it might make you enjoy the song from the beginning. This is essentially like an exorcist. This is someone that is asking a spirit to leave a place that it is haunting. And it is a trip how powerful the lyrics or the speaking is to the living as well. Like you get the sense that there's this like easy double meaning or parallel meaning to it. So anyway, you hoop any way you want to. I'm going to do, or I'm going to do warrior style, and then we'll just see the song is about 5 minutes long, so you can play with lots of different techniques in it.
What am I doing?
And thank you, Happy Hooper, for
There's
that
no reason to spend your life hanging here.
Okay, here we're gonna go. I gotta start it over.
There's no reason you should.
Right,
You've got to look at yourself and say, what am I doing? There's no reason to spend your life hanging here. There's no hanging around this house. There's no reason you should continue to hide here. There's so much more. There's family and friends that have crossed over, that have, left this earthly plane and are awaiting you. There's no judgment. There's no eternal hell. There's no punishment. Punishment's what you're doing to yourself now. You're self-inflicting that punishment. What you need to do is come out of that hell. You need to take yourself out of your own self-created hell, the prison of your mind, and free yourself. And move on in your life journey and enjoy life. We want to help you do that. But you've got to leave this behind. You've got to be willing to say, this isn't really what I want to do the rest of my life. I mean, aren't there things you like to see and do and experience? And wouldn't you like to get rid of the fear? You see, by moving on beyond from this place that you're bound, because that's what you are, you're earth bound. By moving beyond, you'll experience love and peace, and no more fear, no more darkness, no more hiding. And you're forgiven. That's the message. There's spirits that are with me right now, and I ask that they show their light to you, that you can see it, that you can see them, And they mean you no harm, but they mean to help you. And they mean to help guide you to a place beyond here. Imagine that behind you is this small little light that's like the sun so far off. And you feel that light and it's warm and it's inviting. And you wish that light were stronger and shining on you. Yeah, I want you to imagine that that light is getting stronger and stronger. And in that light, you feel warmth and you feel loved for the first time in a very long time.
If you don't do it already, I really recommend spending time with the hoop on your non-dominant side. Like just doing it for even the length of one song, you'll feel you'll feel unified in your body. Like you'll feel like you have like you're connecting both sides. I highly recommend it.
And in that light is where you want to be. And in that light is where you feel peace, finally. You feel forgiveness. You feel like you belong, like you're a part of something. And as you're thinking this, that light is getting bigger and bigger. And that light is shining on your shoulders, on your back, and on all of your backside. That light is so warm. And I want you to turn around. And I want you to open your eyes, and I just want you to reach your hands out. I want you to enter into that light. I want you to take the hands of your loved ones that are in that light, and the spirits that are with me, my friends, your friends, and go with them into that light, and continue your life journey, and leave this place of darkness. There's no love here for you. There's nothing left here for you.
Yeah. Right on.
Tom, was that Spirit Rescue?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that, I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, that is, I've got the below is my SoundCloud, but we're playing from my iTunes. I should have said that.
Okay.
Any thoughts or feedback?
Yeah, I'm definitely, I don't know, I'm just enjoying the hoop in this very pure and playful way. Maybe I feel like the pressure's off because we have a third person or something. Just noticing, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just dancing.
Julia, they're definitely focused on you because after watching
pressure.
Ann and I hoop for 7 years,
No
they're like, I
pressure.
got it.
No, it's sweet to be here, even though we're in separate rooms, to be hooping with y'all. This is great.
Isn't
I mean,
it
it's
fun?
been happened for so many decades, but but it feels really good.
Well, welcome to our little beloved community here.
Yeah.
We're small but mighty.
Yes.
I wanted to open it up. So we are going to, just a reminder to Julia and Ann, if y'all have to dip out, you can. But I want to run a little bit past 8 o'clock so we can make up. Because, one, I'm having a great hoop, and I don't want to stop in,
Yeah.
7 minutes.
The hour goes fast.
Yeah. But, well, okay. So,
Thank you,
Julia, or I don't want to catch you guys off guard, but
Yeah.
Julia or Ann, I've mentioned some medicines for me, and I'm just using ones that I remember. But I was wondering if y'all wanted to suggest one, like I've been doing, or just I'm totally cool carrying the vibe, but I wanted to make sure I gave y'all an opportunity to contribute. If you
Suggest a technique?
Yeah,
Okay.
or just some type of medicine that the hoop helped you with, and then maybe we can.
I did say one, Tom,
What was that?
because I said I was a brain on a stick,
Right.
and that the hoop had, sort of connected me to the rest of me. I mean, that's not a technical suggestion, but it was a reflection. But go ahead.
There's
Hannah.
one thing that's coming to me in this moment. It's just how much of a medicine for the loneliness, the kind of existential loneliness.
Yeah.
And even though it's a plastic ring that, when it came to me, there was just a real loneliness and kind of pessimism about the world. And it just really brought in a lot of hope and a lot of oxygen. And I know that for Baxter, and we've known him, like we said, 33 years, and our relationship has had many forms. And I think since we're here together today, I think that saying that I think the hoop was good medicine for each of us. I would say, Baxter, in the changing of our relationship and the kind of that loneliness of losing a best friend.
Yeah.
And so, just so many times it's come back up as whether it's just because it's connecting me with my own higher self and feeling more, less lonely, or some part of myself. But I just think that comfort and connection.
Right on.
Beautiful.
All right. I'm not sure how to turn either of those contributions into an exercise, though.
Well, you don't have to, Tom. We're just flowing.
Well, we just exercised. We just exercised some archetype. Maybe there's a welcoming.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. All right.
I mean,
all right. So,
I don't know what song that would
what
be,
kind of?
but-
All right. Should we do an old school R&B song from the '80s?
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Okay. We're gonna do
There
it.
is
That's medicine in and of
Go
itself.
I'll do it. Hooping is what made me realize that I love all types of music. I love all kinds of music. But my test is if you could only listen to one genre of music driving from North Carolina to California, what genre would you pick that you thought you would get the least sick of? And for me, that would be R&B. But I love all kinds. I listen to all kinds. But R&B just takes me back. I grew up on R&B as a kid, and I loved this song when it came out. And plus, it has a kind of cool friendship vibe since the three old school friends are all here. This is the SoundCloud, okay? Or this is the iTunes. iTunes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Very cool, Tom.
I'm going to core hoop here. Bass. Oh, I think I'm peeking. Oops, sorry about that.
Sorry.
it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. There is a load you have to bear that you can't throw. I'll show you if you just call me. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For city it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For city it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. We be jamming, we be jamming, hey. We be jamming. We be jamming, hey. We be jamming. Just call me when you need a friend. Oh, baby, now. When you need a friend. Oh, baby, now. When you need a friend. Oh, baby, now. When you need a friend. Early in the morning now. Pump it up, boy, just like a pound. Pump it up, boy, just
Do y'all remember that one?
I do.
Oh, hell yeah. That was so fun.
Okay, where are we at? All right, we're doing good.
We're good.
Maybe that's my mic. I want to make sure I'm giving y'all time to contribute anything verbally if you want. Is there anything
Thank you for that
I'm not sure who's getting
non-awkward
the feedback there. I don't know if that's
On-ramp.
I'm not sure if I'm too close. I started backing
No.
up. Okay.
I think it might be you, Thomas.
okay.
Because Julia, you're too far away for it to do feedback there, in my opinion. No, is it or move closer to the window? Because
Give
then
me
not that much closer, but like
That's
if you're-
okay.
Yeah, it's less
That's
if you're not on the same side. Oh, I could turn the speaker more towards me, maybe.
No, I think we're good. I think
Okay.
she's all right.
Okay.
Julia, got anything you want to pop in? Say,
Me?
Julia. You don't have to.
Yeah, not in this very second.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I don't know exactly what to suggest for a flow song, but I thought this would be fun. I did not grow up a Cure fan, and I didn't really know anything about The Cure. I had borrowed like somebody's CD or tape once to listen to it, but I hadn't really connected to it. And then Julia introduced me to their Mixed Up album, and two of those songs on that became favorites of mine. So I think I'm going to play Lullaby because I play pictures of you all the time on this, but we'll do Lullaby, kind of an ode to, so this would have been like when I was 19 or 20, so this is like pretty early on in the days, and these two tracks stay in my life rotation. Like I'm still, so these came out in 1990. I met Julia in 93, so So anyway, I thought we would just free flow to that,
Oh.
if that's cool with y'all.
Ode
Sweet.
to our 19-year-old selves.
Yeah.
Speaking of hoop medicine and speaking of, how it can come to you when you're feeling lonely, a big part of the medicine of hoop was rhythmic touch. In my sort of OCD, anxious mind, that rhythm and that touch, specifically that touch, could bring me in like no other. It was like, I was the fidget stick and the hoop was like recording that fidgeting and soothing me. It was incredibly self-soothing to core hoop for me. And it still is, and that's why I waist hoop all the time.
feel like I'm being eaten by 1,000 million shivering furry holes. All night in the morning, I will wake up in the shivering cold. And the Spider-Man is always hungry.
Spider-Man is having me for dinner tonight.
Do y'all want Bax to sing this now?
Yeah, I got it. That's why I turned it down so I can finish it off. I'm gonna bring it home.
Okay, confession.
Yeah,
That one was really hard for me to hoop to.
it was a little bit harder than I remembered.
It's a challenge. I mean, that was very interesting because all the other songs I feel like tonight, they've really had a good foothold, a
Yeah.
good hoop hold. And this one I was like, whoa, I'm really having to like slow down and just, get
Yeah.
real.
I had to pick up the big hoop.
I got my bigger hoop too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was
good.
a little bit tricky to hoop to, but whatever. We made it
I
work.
appreciate blast from the past.
All right.
I have a thought about medicine come in.
Yeah, please.
And I think it's like a
Great.
little confessional, but like I notice I'm somebody who will get the herb or the thing, but like leave it on the shelf and think it's gonna like do like from there.
From distance.
And I even remember, and I think Bax and I talked about this, in a decade ago or more. Of just how sometimes I felt like I didn't deserve the medicine of the hoop. Like I was like, oh, I don't know. All these people are suffering, and so like, why do I get to take this medicine and feel good, and yet certain times? And Bax was like, what are you talking about? But I'm like, I don't know. I feel guilty or something about the pleasure, and I think it still is not nearly the same as it was like in the mid 2000s, but yeah. So just I don't know. I think that probably extrapolates into bigger cultural, but I do think that that oxygen mask metaphor.
Yeah, that I was just about to bring that up. Beth, who was a longtime hoop friend of all of us,
Yeah.
and was came to every HoopPath class for most
Many
of its
years
time.
running. Yeah.
She said one time that after she had been taking some hoops, so this was like a hoop medicine revelation for her. It wasn't related to anything I had said or anything, and but it was. She said she was taking a flight with her daughter, and for the first time in her life, she understood the flight instructions, like when it says, "Put the mask on you first, and then your child."
Yeah.
And Beth remarked that was so counterintuitive for her a while. She was like, fuck that, I'm definitely going to put it on my kid first. But then the hoop, and specifically the medicine that it brought her, was so self-sustaining for her that she figured that the best gift that she could give to her daughter was the best her. And that hoop practice and movement practice, and so because she would feel selfish sometimes about driving all the way into town to take hoop class and being gone, and then sometimes going out with us later, and then she realized no, this is going to make me a better mom. And I think that's a valuable lesson. I think we all can understand.
Amen.
Okay.
Julia, thank you for that vulnerability. That was very moving. And yeah, I know that I definitely used to struggle with a similar kind of thing. For me, it's not very present now, but of course I've got a few years on you, so.
It doesn't think it comes up as much now, but it's like, oh, but also mirror. Let's see, does it? I don't give myself the hoop as much as I used to, for sure. Yeah, but in case anybody else is in different parts of their lives reluctant.
Yeah. And one thing that if you do feel guilty about the having the bliss experience when so many else aren't. One thing to philosophically consider is if you don't have that experience, does that mean that they're going to have a bliss experience? You know, it's not like water pressure where it's just going to find the next open pipe, right? Like we have to sort of set, you know what I mean? So like we could sacrifice that bliss. We could feel guilty about it when there's starving people all over the world. But that, just because you deny yourself a blissful moment does not mean that they're going to get one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And kind of going back to the oxygen mask thing, I used to say that like the worst thing for peaceful warriors is when they run out of water in their own canteen. You know, because it is hard you can really overextend yourself when you're thirsty for, you know, you haven't taken care of your own needs and you're just giving everything you have out. And eventually that's what's a setup for burnout, honestly. And caregiving burnout is the worst kind because it comes with so much guilt, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Caretaking starts with the self.
Yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely does. We won't get into whole. All right.
Tom, can I make a request for the
Yeah.
last song unless you've already made a
No, I'm not sure about the one I was going to pick, so pick one.
I was going to request pictures of you because I feel
Oh, you want to
like
hear that one? Okay.
I just, when you mentioned it, I was like, no, that's the song I want to dance to.
I was kind of missing that song. I was sort of wishing I had played that.
Let's do
I
it.
like that other song a lot, but
It's kind of like moving towards the Halloween vibes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like
Exactly.
I play it near Samhain or something.
Yes.
okay. So this will be
That other
our
song, The Exorcism.
last song, and then we will we'll say goodbye.
This is our fade out song? Will we say goodbye or this is our last full song? Not to be nitpicky.
What do you
about it.
think? Should we say goodbye now and fade out to this song?
Julia, do you have an opinion?
I don't. This is my first time. I won't.
Let's just
Oh,
hoop through the whole song, but then we can wave and blow kisses at the end.
Maybe we'll fade out the song some. All right, if you need inspiration for technique, I love shoulder hooping to this song, and this song is about 6 minutes long, and so I would shoulder hoop in second current, and I would just use this song as a way to to stay in current. So it's a great shoulder hooping song. You can break, you can reverse.
One of the greatest bass lines ever.
I've been looking so long at these pictures of you that I almost believe that they're taking so long for the wrong words to be true, but always just breaking apart my pictures of you.
Okay. All right, before we bounce out of here, I just want to
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. Thank you, Julia, for showing up and being a part of our little Tuesday class.
Thank
This
you
was so
so
fun.
much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome back. You're welcome back anytime you want to.
Please,
Sweet.
please come back.
I will.
And
Fun.
yeah, so that was fun. My plan is to be here. I'm sorry I had to cancel Wake and Flow at the last minute last week. But both Ann and I had something to do separately, but at the same time. So my plan is to have Hoop and Flow this Saturday at
I'll
the
be
usual
here.
time. And we'll be here. That'll help motivate me to make sure I do it.
And I'll be here next Tuesday as well.
But anyway, I just want to say something
Tell us.
really fast here. And y'all have heard me talk about this before. But I think sometimes we can limit a potential of an idea or a feeling or a love even because we don't have a modality for it yet. And I just, like, both of these women that are here, I both dated them. They were both long
Let's just be
time.
real.
Well, they were both longtime girlfriends. In fact, they're like number 1 and 2. And
In length of time.
and one of the things that I tell people,
Right.
and this doesn't apply to like every single relationship that you could ever have, but especially when I used to. I have mixed feelings about whether I believe in a soul. I definitely believe in an essence, but I think that sometimes your two essences, mine and another person's, can come together and they can feel like such magnetism, such love, and maybe even such future with that person, that the first thing they do is go to the first modality that is innate in us, which
Yeah.
is like a romantic one, because the feeling is so powerful and real, and it cannot work. And I think, like, if you don't allow yourself, and I get it, not everybody's going to stay friends with their exes, but some of those exes, when the love was real but it didn't work in romance, it helps to be open to a new modality, and then that unconditional love gets to flow again, right? And that deep love gets to flow again because you found like a new modality, a new like thing that you can call that relationship. And none of your friends who have experienced it will know what the hell you're talking about. They'll say, like, how could you be best friends with your ex? And you can be like, well, I got out of one box and I jumped into a nice river where that modality gets to kind of flow. And,
it
there's
flows
been
on
good
forever.
times and bad times, but it is returned to good times. And thank you so much, Julia and Ann, for allowing that, transformation in our friendships.
Thank you, Tommy. That's so beautiful and meaningful.
Yeah.
True.
So important to treasure the depth and length of time and many forms, and it's so valuable to know people over time and get to see one another change, and
Yeah.
the honesty. It's
Yeah.
such a gift.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
Ann. Thank you,
Good
Julia.
evening, Jennifer.
And
Love
we
y'all.
will call it. All
See you
right.
next time.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Even the sun goes down, heroes eventually die. Horoscopes often lie, and sometimes lie. Nothing is for show, nothing is for certain. None lasts forever, but until they close the curtain. Y'all know, it's Gemini, a Gemini.
now is the time to get on like Spike Lee said, get on the bus. Go get your work and keep your people chirping, it's a must. Get you on that dust, cornstarch, familiar with that smack, man. The music is like that green stuff, provided to you by Sack Man, Pac-Man. How many fuck you think we gon' do that, man? Ride on national, on 18s without no gap, man. I'm strapped, man. Ready to bust on any nigga like that, man.